Hello, my name is Monte Tilgner with the Iowa High School Athletic Association. This training video will be used as a section of our 2024 rules video and clinic for football officials. It will focus on third and fourth down plays, line to gain plays, and goal line plays, both going in and out, and the mechanics that we need to use in these situations. We have 13 plays to look at, so let's get started. First of all, we're going in towards the goal line in this case, and this is a play where we've got 2nd and 4 at the 8, and we're going in. So when we have that situation, we've got what we call two money lines. The first money line is the line to gain, and the second money line is the goal line. So when we are inside the at or inside the 10, we want to be flowing towards our money line. In this case, we're going to hesitate at the first money line to gain. Once we feel that that's going to be reached by the runner, we want to continue quickly to the goal line and try to beat them there as well. Second note here, just a reminder, we want our back judges to be right in the middle of the field on every play. So do not shade towards the hash if they're on a certain hash or whatever. Just officiate from the middle, and we want you to not be running around so much. Be still. You can see things a lot better then. If you would have a fade in the corner, you can move 5 yards or so maybe to get closer, but the key is we want you stopped and still when that ball comes down. So let's take a look at this play. Again, we're going to release to the line to gain, staying off the field. And in this case, we've got both wings with the line to gain. However, since this is a pass that now is past the line to gain and is threatening the goal line, we will want our line of scrimmage official to be at or moving towards the goal line to be able to have a better ruling if this ball was caught. Back judge, again, we don't want you running. We move from here all the way over to here, and we're still on the move when this ball's coming down. Stay in the middle. In this play, you probably wouldn't be able to move at all with this quick pass. Just stay in the middle of the field, officiate the play, standing still, and you'll be able to better officiate. Another play here. In this case, we're snapping the ball at the 10-yard line. So again, we have no line to gain in this case, so our only money line is the goal line. So we're snapping from the 10 to the 5. We want to release towards the goal line at the snap. If it looks like the runner may score, we want to go harder and we want to beat him to the goal line and be stationary, hopefully when he gets there. If we're snapping the ball at the 5 or in, we want to go hard at the goal line at the snap. If he's short, step back to the dead ball spot, square it off, and then come in. And let's just take a look at our movement of our official down here at the bottom of the screen. We're just flow to the goal line and be there. In this case, we're kind of jumping all over the place. We think that somebody different has the ball, and we end up getting fooled. We just have a lot of wasted movement on this. So you can see we're running in thinking that the player is down. He's not. And now all of a sudden we're like, oh, wait a minute. Who has the ball? So we should be at the goal line waiting this whole time and then come back at the end of this play. Well, some more examples. Again, we're snapping the ball at the 9-yard line. So when you release towards the goal line, a couple things. Stay off the field. Actually start at the back of the white diagonal. So you're at the back of the white or even at this restraining line when you get to the pylon. That way your goal line extended and you're far enough off the pylon that if they come right at the pylon and are diving there with also defenders coming that way, you're not having to back up quickly to get out of the way and not get run over. You're already back. So where this cameraman is right here is where we would want you to be standing. And again, you're going to release immediately to that goal line and then come back if need be. Right at this point, you should already be at the goal line extended where this cameraman is, looking right down the line, because if number 23 would get stuffed right here, you need to be set at the goal line extended so you can see the location of that ball relative to the end zone, to the goal line, to know if we have a touchdown or not. All right, so this is a better example of what we want you to do. We're snapping at the 2. The only thing I would suggest is that our H be at the back of the white already, and that way you're going to be off that goal line and not right on top of that pylon. So if they come there, you don't have to move back. But we see good movement, immediate movement by our wing. So at the snap, he immediately goes to the pylon, and that's good. That's where we want you to be, just back a little further. Okay, so he did a good job of quick releasing, get some depth. I really like the back judge here. He's starting out in the middle, and he's just watching this play develop. And this is not a fade where he can move, so he's just going to square up and look down. And he's got a perfect view of the end line there. And now we've got our incomplete pass signal given by our headline judge. We also could have that incomplete pass signal by our back judge. Very next play, again, this play started already, but again, we've got our headline judge immediately, quickly getting to the goal line, and now you can see this runner is going to be stopped. So what he does is now he comes back patiently, squares it off, and comes in. That is exactly what we want you to do at the goal line. We've got to be there waiting when that runner gets there, and if he doesn't get there, we come back to our spot and square it off. All right, now we're going to switch gears a little bit and talk about reverse goal line mechanics. And again, with these goal line mechanics, with the reverse goal line mechanics, get on the 0-2-0 and just have a reminder. This could be anybody. It could be a referee, it could be our back judge, one of the wings, and just say, reverse goal line mechanics. So let's talk about how we handle reverse goal line mechanics. This is going to be, again, it's the same thing. It starts at the 10-yard line. So if we're at the 10, between the 10 and the 5, the headline judge at the snap should be working back towards the goal line. And he should be there until it's obvious that the goal line will not be threatened. We have a quarterback in shotgun formation, so if he catches this pass and drops back 2 yards, he's right at that goal line. We would have to be there to be able to help rule if he got hit. If that ball is in the end zone, over the goal line, which then would make it a safety if that progress was stopped there, or if that ball was at the half-yard line when he got hit, and that progress would be at the half-yard line. So between the 10 and the 5, the H will work back towards the goal line. At the 5, from the 5 to the 3, the H will immediately go to the goal line at the snap, and the line judge will read the play, and he will go back to the goal line if he feels the line that it could be threatened. At the 3-yard line and in, both the L and the H immediately go all the way to the goal line until progress takes us outside, and then they will follow the play from behind. So let's go ahead and watch this one. Again, right now we would want to be releasing and our headline judge and get back to that goal line. If this quarterback would get hit right here, we would want to know the location of that ball. Where we are right now, we are not looking right down the line. We are not going to have a good angle to know. They do some very good things at the end of this play. First of all, this is very close to an illegal contact against a defenseless receiver. Probably not forcible enough, but it's close. And then the line judge does a very good job on this play of turning and watching players as they go out of bounds. You can see he gets the spot, but he turns and officiates and watches players. That's a perfect job at the end of that play to get to the spot while we're watching players. All right, this is another example of reverse goal line mechanics. This is perfect. We're at the 3 going out, so we want both our H at the top of the screen and our L at the bottom of the screen immediately to go back to the goal line extended. And you can see our headline judge is the one we can see here, does an excellent job of immediately going back. He doesn't leave the goal line until there's no chance it could be threatened, and then he comes off and squares it off. Goes back, good job. He's going to hold there until there's no way that could be threatened, but runner's going down, and now he's going to come out and he's going to square it off. That's exactly what we want you to do. That's perfect goal line mechanics on that play. Another example of very good goal line, reverse goal line mechanics. Again, we're snapping the ball at the 2, going out, and both the H and the L are going to go to the goal line immediately until it's not threatened, and then it will come out. So we can see we went to the goal line, got there, make sure that that is no longer going to be threatened, and now he can come out and work on getting that progress. Good job. You can see our L at the bottom of the screen did the same thing. They got progress at the 4-yard line. Perfect job. All right, these are our 2 catchphrases that we will be using from now on. 3rd down flow, 4th down go. So these will help remind us what we want to do on 3rd down plays and 4th down plays. And again, get on the 0-2-0 and remind the wings, hey, 3rd down, flow to that line to gain. 4th down, get to that line to gain. So let's take a look. This is a 3rd down play. We would want you immediately to be releasing to the line of gain at the snap. This doesn't matter if it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 12. We're going to release towards that line of gain. If it's 3rd and 12 and it's a quick pass out there, we're probably not going to beat them there. But if it's 3rd and 12 and we are going that way and it's a sweep play, there's a good chance we might be able to beat them to that line to gain, which is what we want. So in this case, we want to be there, do a good job. You can see our H at the top of the screen. Watch, he does a good job of releasing. He's at the line to gain and just holding there and waits till the end of the play. And then comes in, he stepped back and he's got him short. Our line judge did the same thing and he's got him short. It's exactly what we want from our officials. If we have a 1st down, we're going to be coming in, killing the clock. Sell that baby on those close line to gain plays. Okay, 4th down go. So we're going to go with a little more urgency. In this play, we've got 4th down and 2. So we're going to immediately release to the line to gain. And that's our money line. We're going to release the line to gain. We're going to stay there until that the runner is past there or doesn't get to the line to gain. Then we can step back. So on this one, we've got a lot of wasted movement. We go back. Let's watch our headline judge. Again, immediately step to the line to gain. And you should already be there right now and just stay there. Instead, we're bouncing this way, bouncing that way, bouncing back. And we do a good job at the end of squaring it off, but we should have got all the way to the line to gain initially. And then when this player gets stuffed for a 1-yard loss, we can come back all the way back 3 yards and then square it off and come in. So better job at the start, but a very good job at the finish. Okay, now we got a few plays to finish up with some plays where we end up getting to the goal line, but we're outside the 10-yard line. How we handle those. So we have a 16-yard run to the goal line on this play. So again, in this case, first of all, let's talk about our back judge a little bit. Start right in the middle. The snap is at the 16-yard line. You can start right in the middle on the goal line. If you read pass, you need to start flowing back. You're the only one who can have the end line. If the snap is inside the 20, if you want to start 5 yards in the end zone, that's fine. If you read run, or if it's quick pass, you could step up to the goal line and rule on that. If you read pass and it develops a little bit, you need to be stepping back to the end line. Perfect mechanics by our line judge on this play at the bottom of the screen. The run is coming at him, so he steps back to the from the 16 back to the 19 or 20. Lets the play get in front of him and then trails it. That's exactly what we want to do on any 1st or 2nd down play that does not start at the 10 or inside the 10. So you can see he steps back. Now our back judge can step up to the goal line because there's no longer a threat of a pass being in the end zone. So you can step up to the goal line. Our line judge does a great job of just being still here. Our runner here is in space. He's what we call free of foul. He cannot foul nor can he foul a defender. So in that case, when they're free of foul, we want you on blocks. This is the block that our line judge should be looking at and is looking at. And that's the same block that, in this case, our back judge would be looking at. So now we look, and our back judge is on the goal line. That's good. The only suggestion I would have is you don't have to close down. Stay at that hash. You get a better view there, not being too close. If they would cut back, you wouldn't want to be involved in that play if they would cut back towards you. So if you stay at that hash, you're in perfect position, but you're not too tight if they cut back. In this case, that guy was running right down this sideline. So we want you to look at your wing coming down the field. If he's giving you a thumbs up, you know that you can go up with the touchdown signal. If he's coming down the sideline killing the clock, then you know that he's got him out of bounds, outside the 2-yard line. So good job here. We got another play coming up. Again, this is a 13-yard one going to the goal line. So we would be stepping back. Excellent job. Watch our line judge at the bottom of the screen. Okay, he's down here at the bottom. He's going to step back and let this play get in front of him because we're not inside the 10. And now he's coming down trailing it. And our back judge is on the goal line where he should be. I would, again, prefer you to be right on the hash in case they would cut back so you don't get involved in that play. The back judge is at the goal line. The L is coming down the sideline. And if the L has him out at or inside the 1-yard line, we would want you to get communication with the back judge, because if he's extending that ball and steps out at the 1, but he's extending that ball out in front of his body, then our line judge or our back judge could say he had that ball fully extended and you could give him a touchdown. If he steps out at the 2 and has that ball extended, you're not going to be able to extend that ball 2 yards. You can extend it about 1 yard. So if he steps out at the 2, you could put the ball at the 1. If he would be running straight and not extending that ball forward, if he steps out at the 1, you'd put that ball at the 1 or maybe the half-yard line. If he steps out at the 2, you'd put it at the 2. So you got to converse to see if he's extending that ball, if you have him stepping out at the 1 or the 2-yard line. So in this case, you can see our line judge is coming down the field, killing the clock, so he has them out of bounds. It looks like he has them stepping out at 3. So very good job by our back judge. We don't want our back judge going up with the touchdown until you get confirmation from your line judge. And if you see this, you're definitely not going to go up because that means that he has him out of bounds. Okay, we're going to finish up with a play, a 32-yard run to the end zone. Again, nice job on this second down play of stepping back and getting in the offensive backfield, letting that play get ahead of you. And then a nice job at the end of the play by our back judge checking with our line judge. So our line judge trailing the play coming down the field. You can see our back judge is at the goal line at the hash. That's perfect. That's where we want you to be. And now this runner crosses with the ball. And since he's tight to the sideline here, our back judge is going to look back. Right now you can see him looking back and pointing. He's not going to go up with the touchdown signal unless he gets a thumbs up from this line judge. Line judge is coming down the field with his arms killing the clock, so our back judge will not go up with the touchdown signal. This one goal is very, very tight, so I think it'd be a good idea to have some communication with our back judge here and determine, because if he goes out at the 1, but he has that ball extended in front of his body, we would have a touchdown. He's got him out at the 1, have that conversation. If he doesn't have that ball extended, then put him out at the 1. If he has it extended, then you could give him a touchdown. So if we continue, go back and take a look at this play. What's the runner do with the ball? He definitely does not have it extended. He's actually probably behind him a little bit. So if that runner stepped out at the 1, where it looks like he does, then I think that's a great spot by our line judge. But the point is, perfect mechanics there by our back judge and our line judge coming down the field in their communication. All right, I believe that was our last play. Yes, it was. So remember, at the 10 is when our goal line mechanics come into play if we're going in or we're going out. Review what they are. Remember our catchphrases of third down flow, fourth down go, getting to that line to gain.